biotic factors, and then we're going to answer some questions. Make sure that your name and number is at the top, and remember at any time that you need to pause the video and go back to listen to something again, you can. All right, let's begin. Think about the ocean, the desert, or the forest. You can probably think of living and non-living things in each ecosystem that relies on each other. An ecosystem is a community of organisms that interact with each other and their environment. They can be big areas, like a desert, or small, like your backyard. Living and non-living things work together so that the ecosystem can thrive. Within an ecosystem, there are both living and non-living things. Both play an important role. Abiotic factors are non-living parts of an ecosystem, like sunlight, temperature, rocks, or sand. Living organisms rely on these factors to help them survive. Non-living parts of ecosystems can provide shelter, water, and tools to the animals and plants that live there. Biotic factors are living organisms within an ecosystem. They interact with each other and with the non-living things within their home. In a desert ecosystem, animals and plants rely on each other and non-living things to survive. Lizards use the warmth from the sun to regulate their body temperature. Desert tortoises burrow into the sand to escape the heat. Cacti store water inside their body when it rains. The roots of a cactus use sand to keep it stable. The gila woodpecker makes its home inside the cactus. These are all examples of organisms interacting within their ecosystem. What about dead things? There we go. What about dead things? If something was once alive, it is considered a biotic factor. Bones and hair are still biotic. These natural resources can still be helpful for organisms. Birds can use hair to build their nests, and small animals may use the bones of larger animals for shelter. Each part of an ecosystem plays an important role throughout its life cycle. All right, let's look at our questions. Use the passage to answer the questions. Then you're going to color a picture using the colors beside each correct answer. Number 1, a blank is a community of organisms that interact with each other and their environment. Is it A, ecosystem, B, abiotic, or C, biotic? Number 2, blank factors are the non-living parts of an ecosystem. Are the non-living parts of an ecosystem A, the ecosystem, B, abiotic, or C, biotic? Number 3, blank factors are the living parts of an ecosystem. A, ecosystem, B, abiotic, or C, biotic. The living parts. Number 4, which of the following is an example of a biotic factor in the desert? A, sand, B, mountains, C, cactus, or D, sunlight? Which one is a biotic factor? Number 5, which of the following is an example of an abiotic factor in the desert? Lizards, mountains, beetles, or tortoises? Which one is abiotic? Number 6. Which of the following is an example of a biotic factor relying on an abiotic factor? Relying means depending on. So a biotic factor relies on or depends on an abiotic factor. A woodpecker makes its home inside a cactus. B, a tortoise burrows into the sand to find shelter. C, a bird uses hair to build its nest. A biotic factor relying on an abiotic factor. Number 7. Which of the following is an example of a biotic factor relying on another biotic factor? A woodpecker makes its home inside a cactus. A tortoise burrows into the sand to find shelter. Or C, a lizard uses the sun to regulate its body temperature. Oops. Number 8. Dead things that were once part of a living organism, like bones or hair, are biotic, abiotic, or decomposers. All right, that's all for today. Remember to go back and rewind if you need to listen to something again. Thanks for working hard.